Greetings everyone, you've reached Kathleen Shattuck and you're watching Soul Level Healing and Guidance. And hey my subscribers, thanks for coming back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Kathleen and I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, a Shaman, and a Psychic Medium. And I'm here today to do your August 2024 reading. I have a channeled message for you, and we're going to do some tarot as well as cover some of the astrology, and I'm also going to cover Lionsgate, so get comfortable because we have a lot to discuss. So the first thing that I would like to go into for the month is going to be our astrology. And I'm just going to highlight a few things here. One is for Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, oh, here we are again. Mercury is retrograding from the 4th until the 27th in Virgo. And for those of you who are not aware of Mercury retrograde, or I like to lovingly call it Mercury Gatorade, Mercury retrograde is a time when all of our communications can suddenly go haywire. We can have problems with electronics, problems with sending emails. The internet can be very unstable around that time, and that is because Mercury rules communications. And retrograde means that it appears to be going backwards in the sky. And so the idea is that Mercury retrograde is our communications also going backwards. Mercury retrograde is also it's a time when we're not supposed to start any new projects. We're not supposed to have surgery, make any major purchases, or sign any major documents around a Mercury retrograde. And that's going to be until the end of, almost the end of the month. So until the 27th of the month, I would like you all to avoid any major surgeries, signing any major legal documents, making any major purchases, because chances are it might not work out. Mercury retrograde is the classic kind of summer fling energy, and just remember, not all that glitters is gold. All right, and the other thing about this energy with the astrology is that we have this in the sign of Virgo, and so Virgos can be, God bless Virgos, but they can be a little bit rigid, a little bit rule bound, and they really need to lighten up a little bit. So some of us might find ourselves in a little bit of shadow Virgo energy. We might be a little bit nitpicky, or nitpicking on others. So watch for that. Watch for being critical of others and critical of yourself at this time. And if you find yourself doing that, just know that it's in the energies, and forgive yourself and move on. Okay, it's just Mercury retrograde. None of us are held responsible for what we do in Mercury retrograde. No, I'm just kidding. Now for the rest of the month, we've got Lionsgate coming up, and this is on August the 8th. And I guess the 2024 year is an 8 year according to the numerologists. So we have a 888 energy this year, which is really exciting. For those of you that don't know what the Lionsgate is, it is a time when the energies of the pyramids line up, and the axis of the pyramids, they align to the Sirius constellation. So it's an exciting time. It's kind of like a Stargate opening. It's a time that just puts a little bit of extra oomph into everything that you do, whether it's your manifestation work, whether it's you're working on healing, or kind of purging out those old stagnant energies in yourself. Lionsgate is a great time to do that. So I'm going to give you guys some tools and put as much as I can in the description box, so be sure to check in there for meditations and exercises that you can do to help you release what you need to at this time. Now the angels gave me something else on this infinity, 888 infinity, the actual symbol itself, the infinity symbol. They would like us to use during meditation and in healing work. And I've been practicing with it with my Reiki healing, and I've been getting some amazing results. So hopefully I can get a meditation recorded, or maybe I'll just go live on Lionsgate and we'll do a meditation together. That sounds fun. So look for that information in the description. And let's see, for colors for the month of August, I am picking up hot pink like on my shirt, like a hot lava pink, and also gold. All right. And crystals. The angels gave me a few crystals to give you to help you kind of manage your energies during this time. One crystal is blue Chalcedony, and the other one is desert rose gypsum. So, and I'll include those, of course, in the description box. And for essential oils, they say any citrus scent will be good, and they also recommended drinking hibiscus tea. Now, I have a meditation, or not a meditation, I'm sorry, a channeled message to do for you guys next. So I will be right back with that. I'll see you in just a moment. All right, and thanks for tuning back in. And I'm going to go ahead and start this channeled message. This is from the Lyrans, and this was channeled by me less than a week ago. They say that you will discover the truth very slowly. First, a mother gives her baby's milk, then soft foods, and then on to more solids. You would not accept the truth otherwise, and if you did, it would be too overwhelming for you to absorb. That is why the truth must be disclosed very slowly, and careful planning must take place. Mankind is being very carefully guided. Lyran culture permeates much of your architecture today, to the way your cities are constructed and even your agricultural systems. Our Lyran influence can still be seen everywhere in today's modern world. In fact, many plants and animals were brought to the Earth from the Lyran star system. Lyran knowledge on Earth collapsed long ago, but now it's beginning to come back. We were some of the original builders of the Earth and a part of the progenitor species of the human race. We will introduce ourselves when the time is right. It has been since the time of George Washington that we have visited you in physical form. If you will accept us, we will lead you into a light body activation. And we're going to be doing some Reiki in a separate video for that activation. They say that the Lyran's gate is open. The Lion's gate, Lyran's gate. Do not be afraid. Take your place among the stars and allow us to guide you and show you what wonders await for those of you who have chosen love and peace. Until then, those who come from families within secret societies will teach you the long hidden knowledge that they have safely kept hidden up until now. Then another group of them comes in and says that your planet is collapsing. Please stay cautious. A new world is coming, but a collapse must happen first. Take us by the hand, and we'll show you that there's nothing to be afraid of. Stay grounded in your bodies, and let meditation become a part of your daily life. That is the only way to combat all of the stress being poured out into the collective. You must learn to be the eye in the center of a hurricane. Do not allow tactics of division to invade your energy. And I think they're talking about the election there, guys. Don't allow tactics of division to invade your energy. We are all part of the same whole. We are one with Creator, and so are you. Do not forget this, the Lyrans say. This has been the Lyran Council. Try to stay positive. A positive mindset can be a valuable tool in a world full of chaos. Now we say goodbye. It has been a great pleasure to speak with you today. May peace be with you always. And then right when I was just kind of coming back to earth from doing this channeling, I turned on YouTube, and there was a ceremony last month, so August, so this would be in July of 2024. There was a white buffalo calf that was born with a black nose and black hooves, which completed the Native American prophecy of the white buffalo. I'll try to include some of that information in the description box for you. But they were doing a naming ceremony, and some of the Native American elders were speaking, and it was amazing what they were saying, you guys. They said that the earth has a fever, that Mother Earth is sick right now. She has a fever, and she's sick with a spiritual infection. And she's going to begin to react to that infection very violently in the coming years. So think about all of the things when you have a fever and you have the flu, you're rolling and you're cold and you're hot and you're sweating. So these are the things that we're going to be seeing coming from the earth. She is alive and she is conscious as well. And our energy affects her and she affects us, and it's this symbiotic energetic that humanity has with the earth that we don't quite get yet. We don't understand. So the Lyrans are basically telling us we've got to stay positive, we've got to rise above this, we've got to kind of find our eagle's perch and sit there. Don't get down in the chaos, guys. Do everything you can now to release the toxicity from your life, because now is the time. Now is the time. And Archangel Michael directly has a message for you. He says to let compassion be your saving grace. So he wants us to always have compassion for people who are, who are struggling, even have compassion for our enemies. Okay, we are supposed to have love for our enemies. This was the teachings of Christ, and it is also what I believe, that we are one. Humanity is a whole, and the parts of humanity that we don't like so much, those are the diseased parts of us that need to be healed. So let's send out the world loving and healing thoughts. And I thank you so much for listening to this channel message. And next we're going to do some tarot. So I'll see you in just a moment. All right, hey guys, just giving us a little smudge here. Giving me a little smudge to my lungs. That's right. Cleansing off, getting ready for our tarot. So welcome to your tarot reading. We're going to do some classic Rider-Waite cards. And then I also have some Isle of Avalon cards for you and some soul cards. So let's get into it. I'm going to get my case out here. This one always holds either my Rider-Waite or my Morgan Greer deck. So many tarot cards, you guys. Once you start doing this professionally, you kind of just become an addict, and it's all over from there. But yeah, this deck here. So let us tune in, and I want you guys to think about anything that you'd like to know about. I want you to kind of just drop into your body, have a straight spine, think about what your issue is, okay? As you connect to this reading and to my voice and to the energy, I want you to just feel your question, and I'm going to call in the angels, guides, and ascended masters, our guardians of light, our gatekeeper guides, and our highest and most helpful ancestors to be here now to help me with this reading today for the collective. My clients and friends out there in the interwebs. What do they have going on? All right, I'm going to go ahead and begin shuffling. So let's find out, what does my collective viewing audience have? All right, first card, interesting. We have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so I'm getting something about fate. There's something fated that's about to happen in your life. For some of you, I see this as a trip. There's some of you are going to be going on some kind of vacation or a trip. I'm getting, it's not really this summer, it's more like September or October, right around there, or late summer. There's going to be something fated that happens to you. It could be meeting someone, or an idea comes to you around this time. I'm also getting for another group of you that there is some kind of, they're showing me a wheel. So something keeps cycling back around and you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, there's something, it could be a person, it could be a habit, or just a negative pattern in your life that you've been trying to break free from. It just keeps going round and round and round. And you've got to take a look at this, because I think you're really tired of living in the cycle you've been in. So it's time to figure out how to get that wheel to stop spinning and to slow down and kind of recollect yourself. Look at your life and see where things are going. And yeah, let's get some more cards. So definitely two different groups of you, which is good. That means there's more of you watching now. So very cool. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of cards that fell on the floor. So just a second. Well, these are actually in my lap. So I'm going to go ahead and take these, and then those I'll take in just a moment. The first thing we had is the Page of Wands come up, okay? So the Page of Wands, as you can see, he's going across the desert. This is somebody that is bound and determined to get what they want, okay? Somebody is going off on an adventure, and I'm getting two things. One group of you are stepping out of your comfort zone. So good job on that. Big pat on the back from Spirit. Okay, they love it when we do that, when we go above and beyond and step out of our comfort zone and do things that are uncomfortable for us, but we know will be good. We always are supported. So yeah, I feel like those of you who are taking a risk and to move towards something more positive in your life, you're going to see really great rewards. And that could have something to do with that Wheel of Fortune card, that fate. So you know there's good things coming, keep going. That's for one group of you. But now there's another group of you who are continuing to make the same mistakes. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune read in the kind of reverse or alternate position, that would be that some of you are not learning your lessons, and you are about to cross a desert without any water. Okay, you can't cross the desert without any water or you will die. So Spirit sometimes gives me kind of harsh things like that, but they do that to get your attention. Say, hey, stop. I'm seeing a big stop sign in my mind's eye. So there's a big stop sign. So that's for the second group of you. You're heading in the wrong direction. Right? Now we have Strength coming up, and Strength, this is the energy that we're in right now, and the infinity symbol. So this card has come up because Spirit wants me to remind you to begin using the infinity symbol in your healing work and in your magical work if you practice magic. Okay, and even if you don't practice magic or even know what Reiki is, you can simply use this symbol as a meditative tool. You can draw it over and over. Drawing is meditating, okay? Art is meditating. Doing things, incorporating the infinity symbol will be very healing for you as you go through this very trying time. The card of Strength is really about endurance and getting through a difficult situation unscathed, okay, in one piece. So I think that there are many watching this who are kind of struggling right now. Now the next card we got is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card of Pisces. You may have Pisces placements, but the Hanged Man always denotes to me that there is something about a situation that you're not seeing, and that you need a change in perspective to be able to see things more clearly at this time. There's something you're not seeing, or there's something that you are possibly overlooking, and that's highly possible considering this reading is done during the time of Mercury retrograde. So I want you to make sure that you're paying attention to things, especially if you're doing any kind of communication and important things over email, internet, or for your job. Double, triple check things around this time until the end of the month. Now, I feel also this first group of you who I feel like may be going on a journey or on a quest, I feel like there may be some details that you're not seeing, and that need to be maybe possibly reworked because of Mercury retrograde. Okay, there could be a change in plans or a sudden, your flight might be delayed, or you may have to get a refund. Okay, there's glitches that are going on with this month and travel. So Mercury retrograde, guys, double, triple check, call before you go to the airport, all of that stuff. Okay, call ahead with your hotel and accommodations, all of it. It's all going to be affected. Okay, just saying. So now let's see what fell on the floor. Okay, I'm feeling that this one that fell on the floor is a different group of you, so I will just read it as I see it. Okay, so the first card that came in is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups generally denotes new love. So it could be a new love for something or someone, but somebody is really feeling some flowing happiness, peace, and joy in their heart right now. And if that's you, good job. But I also found this upside down on the floor. So I will read the opposite. And this could mean that you are leaking energy somewhere. Okay, so one group of you are happy and bliss, you're in love, and you're on fluffy pink clouds, so joyous and happy and full of joy. Then there's another group of you who are completely devoid of it. There's a group of you that are just, you're leaking energy absolutely everywhere. All right, we had the card of Taurus come up, the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is like the Pope, and this speaks to spirituality. And I'm feeling for those of you who do not have this, if you do not have the Ace of Cups and feel joyous and light and happy in your heart, and you feel completely drained and devoid of happiness, you need to check yourself. Where are you at with your spirituality? Where are you at with your spiritual life? Do you even have one? Where's your connection to Source? Where's your connection to the universe, to your angels, to your guides, to your ancestors and their wisdom? Okay, are you listening to Spirit right now? Because Spirit is always trying to talk to us. And I'll tell you one way how to know if you're going the right way in life. It'll be easy. It'll be like a hot knife through butter. You'll just move right through, and everything will flow and it'll feel good. But if everything's a struggle, it means you're going the wrong way. All right, when you have a lot of resistance and things happening over and over and over that are just not working out in your life, it means that you are not going the right way, and Spirit is trying to get your attention on that. And again, I'm seeing a big stop sign for somebody there. So stop and listen to your team, because they're really trying to get your attention. And if you can't hear them and you can't figure out what this means for you, then you should book an appointment and have a reading with me, and let's find out what is going on. So that's it for your portion of this reading, and I will see you in just a moment. Well, hello, and I hope you enjoyed your tarot reading. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Soul cards and the Avalon cards. And so quickly, since I felt that there was two groups of you, I went ahead and pulled two cards for each deck. And these Soul cards, I'm going to show them to you here. This is the pamphlet that came with them, and they look like this. And they've got all of these different, there's one that fell. They've got all of these different like images. There's no right or wrong way to read these. They're very intuitive cards. So the first card that I pulled for the first group of you, and that's the group of you I feel like are going to travel or have something associated with travel. You have the green light, and you see this person doing the happy dance. This person is just living in joy. And so this is your advice. Go and be free. Go and be happy. Go let your hair down and run wild and howl at the moon. Okay, this is what I'm getting for some of you. It's time to let loose. All your life you have always played by the rules and, been afraid to just be yourself. It's saying be yourself. Okay, now is your time to shine, to be your most authentic person that you are. Embrace all that you are within yourself, okay? It is time to go and enjoy life. You have lived in suffering and sorrow long enough, and if you're happy, damn it, you go be happy, and you don't worry about what anybody else says, okay? You find your happiness and you stay there. That's for the first group of you. And now for the second group of you who are having a much more difficult time, we received this card. And it's very, very strange looking card, isn't it? It's, I see this as being reborn. Okay, you are a seed that is transforming. You started out as one thing, but now you're turning into another. And do you see the look and the expression on this person's face? It's as if they are in pain, as if they are in grief. And they're needing to transform this grief into happiness. Do you see that? You see that transformation and that illumination that is happening there? Somebody is taking their pain and looking at it. They're loving themselves within their own pain, and they are learning how to transmute it, okay? The problem is that some of you get stuck here. Okay, you get stuck here and you don't know how to get out. Well, that's exactly why you need Reiki, and energy healing can help you. It can help you heal things you can't even put words to, things that your body and your soul remembers, but you have no idea why that's going on. Or people with memory blockages, people with all kinds of issues Reiki can help with. It can help move past a blockage like this. Whether you're recovering from trauma, from childhood abuse, from drug addiction or alcoholism, okay, and addiction recovery, all right, this can be a huge part of that. If you're in, recovering your mental health space, your emotional health, yeah, this is all happening, and it doesn't feel very good when we're in it. I'm not going to lie, guys. It does not feel good when you are healing the lower chakras, and this is where the collective is right now. We're in the sacral chakra, so a lot of stuff with the sacral's coming up, okay? Not only with reproduction, but also we're having like traumas come up, childhood traumas, and especially people who were violated as children. That stuff is all coming up for the collective. It's a big, ugly wound, and unfortunately there's no way other than through it. You can't avoid it. The triggers are the guides. So if there are things that are triggering you, that is a really big guide to what still needs healing within yourself. So I want you guys using that infinity symbol and really utilizing that with your healing. And that goes for both groups of you, by the way. And yeah, I wish you the best in your healing journey and process. And if I can be a part of that in any way, I would be most honored to help you do that. I'll leave all of my information in the description box. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and read your Mists of Avalon Oracle cards. And I have pulled 2 cards for the 2 separate groups of you. And the first card that we got from the deck is called the Holy Thorn. The Holy Thorn, and it looks like card number 7. So let me pull this up and read this to you. So card number 7. Okay. The other one's really exciting too, and I don't think I've ever read this one, so this is new for collective. So I'll hold this up as I read it. And this is called the Holy Thorn. It represents the sacred, perseverance, optimism, and courage. The truths of the world are sacred and held as secrets by the guardian of the realms. The message is, you have had some major struggles and may well be in the middle of some challenging life experiences. Know that the only constant in life is change. Learn the lessons from cycles of blossoming and thorny times, and move forward with clarity and wisdom. Make sure you experience joy and live your own life to the full without regrets or resentment. And it goes on to say, when you encounter the card of the Holy Thorn, be aware of the duality of life's pleasure and pain. There are conflicting events in your life that force you to question whether life will ever run smoothly again. Our lives are punctuated by the seasons of the heart. The joy of spring with new beginnings lasts a season in time. The card of the Holy Thorn reminds you that a time of struggle and challenges awaits you in the next season, but joy will follow. You are connected to the sacred roots of the world's joy and grief. Just as the thorn tree flowers twice, take note of the blessings that come out of hardship. It is when you let go of expectations and the need to control that you truly connect with everyone else. Our vulnerability makes us human, and our ability to endure makes us divine. The Holy Thorn teaches you that joy and pain are two sides of the same coin. One must wear the crown of thorns first to appreciate life's good times. Know that this too shall pass. And if you sit quietly, you may catch a glimpse of the fairies who protect and respect this tree of enchantment. Take this time to practice being present with yourself and to connect with your heart. To sacrifice your life, your time, your ideals for someone else's well-being may cause you to feel thorns of resentment. This is a time to look at patterns of self-pity and to make a conscious choice not to give in to this negative emotion. And the mantra for this card is, I am grateful for all that the universe gives me. Wow, that was really powerful. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the second card that I pulled from this deck, or let me find it in the book first before I show you. Really exciting, actually, and I've been feeling this coming for several of my client couples. So we have the card of Sacred Union. Sacred Union. And I will read that now. It stands for vitality, fertility, sexuality, and growth. It says, celebrate the blessed memory of the Sacred Union, annually aligned day of honoring the goddess and the cycles of life. The message is, it is now a good time for bringing hopes, dreams, and aspirations to fruition. Be joyful and open in your heart. Celebrate vitality and love in all its forms, whether it be friendship, romance, or new passions. Wow, that sounds exciting. Okay, and we're going to get into it. It says that a sacred union is the result of a bright fire that lights the spark of passion and new life. The Green Man and the May Queen, fairies, and other nature spirits rule the day on the ancient spring festival of Beltane that marks the celebration of life, fertility, and growth on May 1st or October 31st in the Southern Hemisphere. You have chosen the card whose message is growth, fertility, vitality, and joy. The ancients celebrated the sacred union with bonfires and merriment to honor the sun and encourage a good harvest. Do you see yourself as the young May Queen with fragrant white petals of the thorn tree in your hair, dancing and leaping around the fire, twirling the ribbons around the maypole? Or perhaps the virile Green Man or May Groom, the ritual of the May Queen reunited with her consort, the Green Man, symbolizes the fertility and rebirth of the world. Your personal world is about to expand and grow. Ooh, exciting. The card of Sacred Union encourages you to be joyful, to open your heart, and to be as one with your true love. This may happen many times over in your life cycle. It's not about being too old to love or to be productive, whether it be childbearing or a new career, a home, a project, or a vision. What is your passion? Now is the time to rediscover and reconnect with your soul self. And this is Lion's Gate too, guys, okay? Not just belting. Be attuned to the rhythms and cycles of your life and notice the shifts and changes that occur in any given life season. Often in life, we must make choices, and once we choose one path, another is sacrificed. Take responsibility and ownership for the choices that you have made. If you are in search of love, Sacred Union card assures you that the goddess blesses those of us who appreciate our own sexuality and our own beauty. You will feel the core truth more deeply once you learn to love yourself, and then you can give to and share love with another. And the mantra for this card is, I radiate joy and vitality. Wow, blessed be. What a great reading. Thank you so much for joining me for this rather long session. Please make sure to give this video a like and share if you feel guided, and all of my information will be in the description box. Have a great August, guys, and I will see you next month. Take good care until then. Bye-bye.